So today we're gonna make Vietnamese style spring rolls, okay, or Nems. All right, here I have 250 grams of ground pork, 1 package of vegetarian noodle. This later you're gonna soak it into water and mix it with everything. I have 1 medium-sized yellow onion, 1 good-sized shallot, a big clove of garlic, 2 small potatoes, 3 medium-sized carrots, 1 wooden-sized spoon of the black pepper, a serving spoon of sugar, and 2 spoons of the salt, okay? And 1 small leek, all right? And 1 egg. Your egg should be room temperature ready to mix. And here I have the wrapping skin. This is a perfect size. That should give you plenty to wrap all these ingredients. That's it. So here I just wash, cut, chops, and shred all the vegetables, the onions, the garlic. Now we're ready to mix them together, okay? So we add a bit of sugar, black pepper, or salt, okay? We mix right in our egg. Okay. We're gonna add our garlic. We're gonna add our shallot, our onions, okay, and our leeks. Just get everything in. Our carrots and our potatoes. Okay. Lastly, we're going to add our glass noodles in. The noodle I soaked in the water. You need to soak it in the water. And you want to cut them in small pieces so that you can pick them up with the amount of meat and vegetable mix to roll easier. So this is where we are. Just gonna use my hands and mix them all up. It's the best way to do it. So as you can see, this is gonna be a very light spring rolls on Nems because we have 75% of all the ingredient is the vegetables. Okay, very little meat. So I'm going to show you how to wrap the rolls. Okay, here I have beaten up an egg. You're going to use it to seal. So what you do is you brush around it, okay? And I take a spoonful of the stuff, okay? I'm gonna crush them down and fold them just the way like this. You go this way, you roll, and you fold. And you can continue, okay? And you just keep on rolling. Here you're gonna add a bit more extra egg just to wet it. And you should have a good roll right here, okay? So this is your roll right here, okay? So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is to aim for this angle here, okay? You wet the edges the same way. Make sure all the edges are wet. Take a handful of the stuff, okay? Now, you pull this angle up, you roll it in, keep rolling 2 times, and you fold the 2 edges on the sides, and you keep rolling. At this moment, you should have a shape of an envelope. So keep going, and you roll. So then you have a good roll here. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time. Okay, pull up this edge, you tuck it down, you roll it 2 times, you pull the side in and another side in, you have the shape of an envelope. You keep rolling down, and I'm gonna brush a bit more just to get the edge wet. And then you're gonna have a good roll. The first couple of rolls seems a little bit unstable, but after the third or fourth you should have a good one. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I make sauce for Nems, or the rolls that we are baking in the oven. Okay, so first I have 6 soup spoons of fish sauce. Okay, I have a spoonful of sugar. Okay, I'm going to add that in. And then I'm gonna add some hot water. It's to melt the sugar. Okay, so I'm gonna do 2 spoons of this, 3 spoons of this. So you have 3 to 6. Okay, I have ready 1 clove of garlic, finely chopped, and half chili, chopped. Okay, I'm going to squeeze in half of the lime, and then I'm going to add a spoonful of pepper sauce. And there you go, you mix. Make sure you mix very, very well. You should have a beautiful color like this. And we taste. Okay, it tastes very, very good. And if you want it lighter, you can add extra water, but for me, I'm happy with this. So that's all. So this, I baked them. Before baking them, I roll them in oil. Okay, and then I put in the baking sheets in the oven for 185 degrees C or 370 degree Fahrenheit, and for 30 minutes. And here you go. This is what they look like now. Looking very good.